PlanSwift and Excel integration. It's one of the powerful functions. It allows users to connect their BOQ with the drawings. So when the users are highlighting some takeoff in a drawing, it transfers the value automatically in BOQ. So user don't need to type it. Now as you understand, it's very powerful. So there are some complications as well. Some users are facing the difficulty while installation, others face some error. There are different challenges. Unfortunately, there are not many resources available on the internet, and in the past month I received many questions about it. Today I have decided to cover this question forever. So if you just follow this video, single video will cover all your doubts and questions. There are few common questions about this topic: how to install it, what are the right version of PlanSwift and Excel sheet, what are the integration type because they are different type, what are the settings that need to implement it while the installation, what if error comes, and what if your Excel sheet hangs, what are the suggestions. There are few things. I will try my best to cover most of your questions and doubts. So to understand the concept, thought process, you need to follow this complete video with the patience, and if you follow it and you install it once, then it will work forever. So now without any delay, let's get started. So the first question is how to use the PlanSwift and Excel integration. So on the screen right now you can see I have opened both software, PlanSwift here and on the right side Excel sheet. And here the first suggestion is whenever you need to connect, it's important that you need to open a PlanSwift first and then the Excel sheet. So in case if the Excel sheets are already open, you need to close it and it should open after the PlanSwift. Okay, so that's the first suggestion. Now once the project is here and Excel sheet is open, you simply need to right click and you will see these options. Why I'm saying two, you will know later. I will explain you this thing. So it depends according to which version you are using it. So first thing, you need to connect your sheet. Once you connect, whatever the project is open here, Excel sheet will connect with that project. Okay, so I have opened the project 17. Now this Excel sheet is connected with 17 project. Fine. So whatever I need to measure, and it doesn't matter how many cells are there or how I prepare, it doesn't matter. Simply right click in a cell, choose, click on a PlanSwift, choose the takeoff type, it will jump there, give a name, and then you just need to highlight. That's the simple concept. Once you add something, it will automatically transfer the value there. This is how it works. So if you need to continue again, you can right click and say continue recording, and then you can add more, as many you want. It's connected. So you increase or you decrease, it will reflect on the Excel sheet. And another suggestion is when you are connecting your Excel sheet with PlanSwift and you need to stop, you can do it by pressing escape key. But the suggestion is right click and press this button stop. If you do this, then it will send a notification to Excel sheet. The task is ended, and then it will work smoothly. That's the suggestion. Don't just click to the Excel sheet. Don't jump, don't rush, because it's sensitive when you connect the Excel sheet with the PlanSwift. So the suggestion is click here and stop, and then value transfer there. This is how you use. And before you need to send it to somebody or you need to close this Excel sheet, let me show you one more thing. So see, if I click here 33, it's a number, but if I click here, it's not a number, it's a link. So if you send this sheet to somebody, you will not see anything. So my suggestion is before you send, before you close, you need to disconnect. When you do that, you will see it's disconnected. Now you can save and send to anybody. And later if you need to connect again, you need to continue, just press continue and then it's connected again. Okay, so this is how you need to use the PlanSwift and Excel integration. If you want to know more about it, I have uploaded already one detailed video on my YouTube channel. You just need to watch that. Second question is about PlanSwift and Excel integration type or versions. In my opinion, there are two different types. This is how I categorize old one and new one. So the old PlanSwift can connect with old Excel sheet 2007, 10 and 13. So if you have a latest PlanSwift 10.2, it can connect with all the latest Excel sheet directly. Of course, there are indirect ways, we will talk about it later, but if you have this version, then it will work smoothly. But most important, on top of all, whatever the work you have done it here, in the old integration with old Excel. Later you decide to update into 10.2. You will not able to continue your work here. Of course, you can start your new project, new integration will be there, but whatever you have done it previously, you cannot continue here. It is very important that you should know. So there are two types and there are different interface as well. They have different condition. Third question is differences between old integration and new one. In my opinion, there are few. Let me show you what are these. So the first and major one is the old integration cannot continue with new one and vice versa. What is the logic behind? Let me show you here. So this cell I connected with old integration, and down this one I connected with new integration. So if you click here, you will see in old integration you can see the link, but if I click on the new one, it's also connected but there is no link behind. So this is the reason behind the programming. The system is different, so it will not allow you to continue. So that's the first major difference. Then the second one is we used to connect in old variant directly from here, and you can see there are only limited option: area, linear, segment count, select existing item and disconnect, only limited option. But in new one they introduce one extra option that's called unlinked job. So we'll talk about it, but that's the second difference, interface. Plus it appeared as a separate tab. If you can see here, it appeared on the top also. So the second difference is a new tab and new icons. That's the difference. Okay. Third difference is unlink option. It is available only in the latest integration. If you see here, previously we don't have this option before, but now we can see here unlink option. Okay, it will allow you to permanently disconnect something, the integration with PlanSwift and Excel. Okay. The fourth difference is, before, if we need to find something, right click and select existing item. We can see here I don't have any search option right now. I have few, but what if I have so many items? So I'm not able to search some specific item. But in the new integration, if you see here, select existing item, they introduce the option search. So you can search something. I need to search pipe or something, so you can search accordingly. Okay. Last disadvantage in the new integration. I hope you don't get confused when I say old and new. Okay, this is why I really suggest you watch this video in sequence. So the last disadvantage in new integration is, see, this is the old integration. When I click here and I say go to page, it can show me it's on first floor, these many sections are there. By clicking here, it directly shows this is the point, right? So go to page is working in old integration, but it's a bug, or I don't know what is the reason, but in new integration I noticed this option is not working. When you click here, it just show you the page, only the page, but which section it is not able to show. I don't know what is the reason. So that's the difference between old integration and new one. What is smoother, what is best, you will decide later. I will show you more things about it. The next question is PlanSwift and Excel integration. This will be very straightforward and simple if this is your personal computer and there are no restrictions by your IT or network administrator. But in most of the companies these days, IT guys, because of some policies and rules, they add some restrictions. And when they add this restriction, the complexity increase and there are other ways to install the software. I will guide you about it. But the first condition, if it's your personal computer, then it will work straightforward, and just you need to follow this condition. If you have old variant, then you must have old Excel sheet. It will work straightforward. If you have new Excel sheet, you should have latest PlanSwift only, then it will connect directly. And in case if it's not working, just reinstall the PlanSwift, it will work directly. As long your computer is not asking you a password during the installation. What I really meant, if I have a setup and when I double click to install the software, my computer should not ask a password. You see here just asking us yes, that's it. But sometimes because of IT restrictions, computer asks a password, username and password. So in that scenario, it will not work. Okay. Second scenario is your computer may ask to type a password. If that's the case, you will not able to see the integration link. You need to request your IT guy to change the settings temporarily. It's just a matter of few minutes during the installation. After that they can change the setting again. How to change the settings, let me show you. But remember, if your computer is asking a password, then maybe you will able to install the PlanSwift, but the link, it will never appear. So you need to request your IT guy to change the user from standard to admin. There are many ways. Let me just show you one. So you can find the users here and manage the users from here. Change account type. Most of the computers, they are falling under this category, standard. So when it's standard, there are restrictions. You need to ask your IT guy to make you admin. Once you are admin, then you will have a complete rights. So during the installation, your computer will not ask the password. There are many restrictions, there are rules and policies, but this is the only way you will able to see the integration link. What is the logic behind? Because sometimes IT will insist that they will just type the password. It will not work. IT mostly propose, what if we install the software from their account that have full access? So even that will not work, because if we use their account, then the settings are in their account and you are not going to use their account. You may going to use Saady, and Saady is still having the same access. So it will also not work. There is only one way that work. The existing user should have complete admin right during the installation. And after he changed the settings, you need to convince most of the IT guys it's not easy. So you need to request them. So after he changed the settings, you need to restart the PC once to apply these settings. So it will take few minutes. So once you restart the PC and you install the PlanSwift, just double click. You can choose any of the variant, depends. And when you install, it will not ask the password. You need to make sure it should not ask the password. If it's asking you the password again, you may need to contact your IT guy again. That setting is not implemented. This way it will not work. Okay. So if you are able to install without a password, then trust me, you just need to click next, next and finish. Once the installation is done, it will automatically appear in your Excel sheet as long as you're following this condition. If this condition is meeting and you're following the right way of installation, it will automatically appear. I hope you understand the point. And for your reference, I'm going to share this folder as well in the description. The download link will be available. You can find the add-ins and these setups. So based on your license type, you can simply install it. Okay. Now we will talk about the scenario where the PlanSwift and Excel integration link disappear. You were able to see it before and suddenly it's disappeared. It could be any reason, but now you are not able to see. So there are different scenarios and different solutions accordingly. Just have a look, maybe one of the scenario will help you. So you can see sometime user mentioned that they had the link just yesterday and today they are not able to see it. So when they right click, they are not able to see PlanSwift link on the top, so they are worried. Only the thing is, you are using a page break view. You just need to click here, normal view, and here you can see the PlanSwift and Excel link. Okay, or vice versa. Sometime it appear in a page break view or normal, so you can just change. It should work in one of it. Okay, that's the first. And second is, sometime it's not even available in both of them. So you need to click here, developer tab. In the developer tab, you need to click here and make sure it's checked. If it's unchecked, then you need to click it here, then it will appear. That's the second thing. Sometime it's unchecked. And what if you are not able to see developer tab? I think I'm going to teach you now Excel as well. So click here, options. Here you will find advanced, customize ribbon, and you will see developer. By default, developer is unchecked. So when you check, it will automatically appear here, and then you can see your add-ins. Okay, that's the third thing. And another scenario, sometime you install the PlanSwift, but still your add-ins are not appearing here. What is the reason? So due to antivirus, due to firewall or any other settings, such add-ins remain disabled. So for that purpose, you have to click here and then choose options, add-ins, and here you will find one option, disable items. So if you click here and press go, So it will show you any disabled add-ins. Right now I don't have, but you may find out PlanSwift Link is there. So you can click on it and say enable. So it will automatically appear. This could be the scenario. It may help sometime. And if you tried everything, you have checked the developer tab, you have checked the disable item, still it's not working. So I will suggest you to just reinstall the PlanSwift. It will fix it. You don't need to uninstall, just reinstall, it will work there. But now let's talk about worst case. You tried everything and still it's not working. Now I'm going to show you the registration of PlanSwift add-ins manually through the command line. You just need to follow. And the first condition here, this specific user, this specific computer must have complete admin rights. If you don't have the admin right, you may need to ask the IT guy to give the admin rights. I hope you didn't skip the video, otherwise you may be confused right now what are the admin rights. So I will suggest you to go back and watch it before, because I have already explained how to get the admin rights. This is the first condition. Otherwise, this option will also not work. That's the first condition. And the second is add-ins. So you need to download the add-ins. The link is already given in the description. There is a Dropbox link. You just need to download, and after download you will find two folders there, 32-bit and 64-bit. I will guide you about it, but you must have these add-ins. Third condition is you need to close the PlanSwift and Excel both. I'm not going to close it now, but you must close the PlanSwift and Excel. This is compulsory. Otherwise, this will also not work. Okay? If you are not able to close from here, so you can open a task manager and you can close it from here. Excel sheet, okay, close. PlanSwift, okay, close from here. But it must be closed. Okay? That's the third condition. Now the fourth is you need to check the Excel version. So you can click here, File, Account, About Excel. Click here and you need to make sure what is the version of your Excel sheet. It is not compulsory that if your computer is 64, your Excel should be 64. This is not true. Excel could be any. So you need to make sure what is the version type you have. Is it 32-bit or 64-bit? Okay, that's the fourth thing. Now we are going to start the action. So you need to open the folder that I have given, copy the 32. Now why I'm copying the 32? Why not 64? I just checked it's 64, right? Don't worry, you just need to follow it, because PlanSwift software is 32-bit. So you need to start with 32-bit. Okay, so simply copy. Then you need to locate this location, app data, roaming, Microsoft, add-ins. We are not going to see this option. This is only in my computer because I have already installed. You will see it empty. Why it gives the error? Because the Excel sheet and PlanSwift is open. So I did it on purpose. Now I'm going to close it to give you the example. I can close the PlanSwift also. And it worked. Okay. Okay, so select, right click, copy, and you just need to paste here. And now we need to open a command prompt. So right click and run as administrator. It's very important. You need to only open as administrator. Otherwise it will not work. This is why I said your computer must have admin rights. Okay, so let's keep it here. Now we have a command prompt here. You need to copy this link and just follow the instruction that I'm going to show you here. CD, right click. So either if you're using the old version of Windows, you have to paste it and enter. Now this is already located. So you need to follow this. Now I'm going to register the PlanSwift add-ins manually. When I do that, because there are two add-ins, PS connector and Swift Excel 9, and you have to type the exact spelling. If you made a mistake, it will not work. And when you press enter, it should give you the successful message. If it appears, it means it's fine. Otherwise, if it show fail, then you may made a mistake here in typing. Okay, and then do it again. How I know the spelling? From here, Swift Excel 9.dll. When you type it, it should also give us the notification. It's successful, it succeed, press OK. Now, if you remember, My Excel sheet is 64, that's why I'm going to do some extra tasks. But if your Excel sheet is 32, then it's already done. Your task is done. PlanSwift and Excel integration should work right now. So you can stop, you can close and continue your integration. But if your Excel sheet is 64, now you need to follow the instructions that I'm going to show. Okay, so mine is 64. Now I need to still follow whatever I did it. Now I need to delete the add-ins from this location, and I will copy the add-ins from here, right click, copy, and I will paste it here and keep the command prompt here open. Same step, now we will register the 64. The command is same, successful. Now the second one, fine, it worked. Once it's finished, you can press exit and enter. The command prompt will automatically close, and then you simply need to open a PlanSwift. And once the PlanSwift and Excel sheet is opened, you can simply right click and you will see the link here. It's visible. If you need to cross check, if you need to confirm, simply you can press count maybe and check 1 2 3. If it's transferring the value, then it's working successfully. Okay, in worst cases still it's not working, so there is another suggestion. You can click here settings, advanced, and enable Excel integration. If you press this button, then this will forcefully it will connect it. I believe most of you already succeed, but what if some of you are still facing the difficulty? You may tried everything, still no luck. So before you send me the message on social media, so we tried everything and still it's not working, I will request you to have a patience, watch this video again, understand the concept and follow the steps, the same steps which I have shown. And trust me, since 2016, I have fixed many PlanSwift and Excel integration, 100 or maybe thousands of them. Because since 2016, I joined the PlanSwift Middle East as a trainer, and I have fixed by following the same concept. So you just need to follow. Now I hope you learn, you enjoy this video. If yes, you know what to do. Subscribe the channel and share your feedback in the comments, so I will keep adding more videos in future. That's it for today. See you in the next video.